Hi, my name is Amalia Moscoso, and I am the creator of the Quantum Heart Method. This methodology is really about going within for all the answers. It's about building a relationship with your emotions, with your inner child, and with your higher self. And once you have a very clear understanding of the root cause of your triggers, the root cause of your emotional imbalances, or that feeling of stuck, then you're able to work with it and learn from it to create. We work with the tools of mindfulness, somatic healing, and quantum healing. I myself am a quantum healer. What I do is I help align you with your higher self. The courses and programs that I provide in the Quantum Heart Method are all within the methodology of leaning inward. So Rising Ritual is a practice that is going to support you to attune to those intuitive gifts of feeling, listening, and witnessing or visualizing. We start with doing that practice inwards, because once you understand how to move through the body in a mindful approach and begin scanning and seeing how you're feeling, then you're able to tune into that feeling and be able to see what is there, what is the memory, what is the experience that you had. And then you're able to listen and create a dialogue with that feeling. What is the story that is living in there? And essentially, the memory and the story created a perception, and that perception created a subconscious belief, and that subconscious belief creates patterns of behavior. So when we are unaware of what is sitting in our subconscious mind, and that is creating our life, then we fall into the victim template. We fall into that feeling of stuck, and we fall into repeating patterns of choices, relationships, careers, jobs, things in general that are just simply not feeling good. They are not the life that we want. And so this process is a process of empowering yourself through learning what brought you to that place, and then we create space. The breathwork course that I offer is an opportunity to move that energy. It's an opportunity to meet yourself in the subconscious mind and learn what that energy is anchored in. And so when we move that energy, we are creating more space. When we are creating more space, we have room for a new story, which is where Change Your Story comes in. Change Your Story is an activation that comes with a booklet and a video. And this video is a formulated process to rewire the brain, rewire the nervous system into the new perception, the new narrative that you are creating for yourself once you make space for that. So the signature program, Connecting Within, are the fundamental tools for this work. And I invite you to create a sacred space in your home, whatever that might look like for you, in order for you to meet yourself there, to do this work, to do these practices. And a big part of this work is journaling. Journaling is where you're really going to be communicating with yourself, documenting your process, and really allowing yourself to unpack what is coming up for you in the meditations, in the breath work, and in your epiphanies or understandings throughout the process. And there's several forms of journaling. You can document what came up for you. You can ask questions and allow the pen to come with the answers. It's really a beautiful process to be able to write these questions and surrender into the answers. It's a really beautiful way to tap into the subconscious mind, to tap into your higher self. And another form of journaling is scripting, and it's a beautiful way to create. When we are attuned to our ability to visualize, that gives us the opportunity to create what we want our life to look like. And scripting is a beautiful way to bring it into the present tense. It's a beautiful way to ground it into the body, because it's not enough just to see it. You actually have to feel it, because this is where the quantum field comes in. Every thought, every feeling, and every expression that we put out into our field is what comes back in as our reality. So if all of those thoughts, thoughts, feelings, and expressions are coming from a subconscious place, they're coming from our wounded self, then we're going to be creating a life that is not genuine to our authentic desires. And so the intention behind this work is to really weed through the conditioning, the programming, and the belief systems that were created by your trauma or by your pain or by the perspective of your experiences, so that you can begin creating from the heart-centered place. This is where we become mindful of our thoughts. We become mindful of the emotions that we are carrying. And it's not about getting rid of the emotions. It's about meeting them where they're at and holding them with love and reverence to the teachings that they are sharing with us. This work was birthed from my own personal experience of learning this the hard way. I had experienced many deaths and many transformations as I was really tuning inward and listening to what was coming up for me. I was meeting my inner child. I was meeting my higher self. And slowly but surely, I began to create a more authentic version of myself and allow that version of myself to create the life that was truly in alignment with my values. And at the end of the day, that's what an authentic expression in life is. It is a culmination of your values in a painting. And so I invite you to this work. I invite you into this process with this methodology to connect within yourself and build a relationship that is infallible with you. Allow your codes of self-love and self-worth to come into a state of wholeness, so that your creative expression becomes limitless and you are super clear about who you are in your heart and what that heart's desires wants to bring into this world. Thank you all so much for your trust. Thank you for coming into this space, joining our Heart Space community, and I will see you on the other side, or I will see you in ceremony. I do work with plant medicines when it is a valuable tool for the process. And I also have a course that supports preparation, integration, and embodiment with plant medicines. I have found that plant medicines are not necessarily the only answer, but they are a very helpful tool. And at the end of the day, it really requires you to take the insights and take the understandings and integrate them into new ways of being, into new decisions. And that is the work. And this work supports you in that process. So thank you so much again. And I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to seeing your comments. I look forward to seeing what day you're on in your breathwork challenge, or how Rising Ritual supported you or brought you an understanding or an epiphany in the group chats. Thank you guys so much again. Take care.